Movie review marathon part 2, where I review 8 movies in one video. So let's begin. The first film is Footprints on Water. It is a movie about an illegal immigrant father in UK who looks for his missing daughter while trying to avoid the police radar. This film talks about the everyday anxiety and tension of illegal immigrants who are faced with exploitation, oppression and struggles to live in UK and are trying to have a sense of identity, while a desperate father gives his all to find his daughter. The film deeply explores the fake promises and aftermath of landing in UK through bad ways and how a family tries to survive in such harsh conditions while hoping there is a good end to their suffering. The film belongs to its lead actor Adil Hussain. He is the superstar of this film and carries this horrifying story on its shoulders. Every emotion that he expresses is felt by the audience and he gives a spectacular performance. And the script gives his character the chance to grow and understand his own flaws and correct his thoughts. Nishtha Jain is excellent as the daughter and she leaves an impact on you with her performance and expresses her emotions in a heart-touching way. The supporting cast also has done a really good job throughout the film. Director Natalia Sham does not shy away from showcasing the dark nature of humans in her 108-minute runtime and maintains a tone of sadness and kindness throughout the film and handles a complex subject with good understanding and crafts an engaging father and daughter bond that keeps you on the edge of your seat till the end. The film greatly benefits from its technical side like cinematography, editing, sound design and score. Footprints on Water is a must watch for its brilliant performance and hard-hitting direction, which is one of the strongest debuts for a director. The next film is Magnificat. It is a movie about an elderly priest who dies and the person in charge of his diocese discover that it was a woman. Without anyone suspecting it, she has been practicing her vocation for years. So an investigation is launched and the chancellor of his diocese is asked to find out how, when and why, with what it was made possible. This film had me hooked since the start. An interesting premise brought together beautifully that talks about religion, womanhood, society, parasocial relationships, breaking norms and much more. The investigation aspect is done in a really good manner and remains the core focus of the film as it reveals the mysteries one by one. The lead actress Karen Viard is the heart and soul of this film. Her acting was really on point to play such a character that feels a deep sense of connection with the female priest. The film had a mother and son subplot that was unnecessary for the majority of the time and did feel a little stretched out and could have wrapped it up quickly to connect the dots to focus more on the life of the priest and the investigation or the bishop and church dynamics. Director Virginie Suar puts together a compelling screenplay and an idea is discussed which makes you think even after the film is over. The 97-minute runtime moves in a healthy way with little bumps on the road, but the ending is worth the watch. The next film is Kidnapped. It is a movie about the abduction of a 7-year-old Jewish boy by the Catholic Church as they were told that he was secretly baptized, and the family tries everything to fight the powerful church and pope to get their son back. This film is the prime example of how brainwashing, manipulation, exploitation of power works, especially for children, and how powerless people will go to their deathbed while fighting against injustice. This was a horrifying tale that was expressed through the eyes of the parents and the 7-year-old child. This film works solely because of its actors, and special mention goes to the actors who played the mom and dad, Barbara Ronchi and Fausto Alisi. These two have given the most heartbreaking performance that will stay with you for days after watching this film. They were top notch in their acting. The film explores and showcases brainwashing with such effectiveness and how you rob a child from its family and his innocence that when he grows up, his mind is filled with the manipulative ideas of the Pope and the church, and how distant you become from your own family, and even goes into the great detail of the abuse of power that the church have and how they control everything to deny justice, and showcases the struggle of a family to get their boy back. The director has a brilliant set of skills in conveying human emotions by using his actors, cinematography and sound. The film has a large-scale production design which looks royal on screen. The 125-minute runtime takes a little dip in the middle, but it picks it up right again with a solid hard-hitting ending which makes this film an engaging watch just for its premise and actors' performance. The next film is In Our Day. It is a movie about two sets of stories about an actress and a poet who are asked to give advice to someone who is their fan and wants to enter their profession, but the conversation leads to something more than that was initially intended. This is a 84-minute long conversation piece on life, art and truth, about the artistic life and how you feel disconnected to the outside world and how some truths make you feel that you need to enjoy and be thankful for the little things in our life. The film shows the difference between past and present generation on the way they think and act in an interview manner. The scenes are long take and just takes place in one single room for the majority of the time, and the characters have a lot to express but also sometimes not to express due to their experiences in life. This is a script and screenplay film above anything else, as the director expresses clearly through the story. If you just love characters that talk about life in their homes, this film is for you, and personally this film is a good one-time watch just for that particular reason. The next film is The Golden Thread. It is a documentary which talks about the jute industry and its workers and how it affects them and the future of its industry. Director Nishtha Jain crafts a poetic and rhythmic story that is technically brilliant to look at. The music and sound design are one of the strongest aspects of this documentary, but what makes it special is the editing of the whole story. The dynamic cuts and edit makes it an engaging documentary to explore more into the life of these workers, the way it intercuts with interviews, factory and life inside and outside the factory, and how an industry affects its people to a larger extent which is slowly coming to an end. What an eco-friendly jute does to its workers is deeply explored from start to end. The Golden Thread raises important questions in the industrialization sector and gives us an in-depth perspective about the forgotten and dying industry that were once on the top in the past. The human connection to the machines is really well explored, and how people survive to make a living in such harsh conditions and support each other. The Golden Thread is a must-watch documentary which is perfectly crafted from start to end. The next film is Room 999. It is a documentary where a bunch of filmmakers answer a question: what is the future of cinema and is art and cinema language about to die? Director Lubna Playouts brings together a very interesting bunch of directors ranging from commercial to art house to indie cinema and go in depth with their thoughts on the current and future state of cinema. This documentary is a really good way to find new directors and explore their work and see how different type of filmmakers think about cinema and bring a new perspective. Room 999 will be a treat for cinephiles who explore world cinema and watch very independent and art house films and who really want a philosophical take by the filmmakers, and this is an amazing insight into the minds of art house filmmakers. The next film is A Brighter Tomorrow. It is a movie about a renowned Italian filmmaker who faces many struggles in his personal as well as professional life while shooting a movie about the Hungarian Revolution of 1956. This 96-minute long film had the potential to be a good short film. Even the runtime makes it feel like we are watching a 4-hour film about a director changing his thinking about cinema and life from negative to positive. The only good thing about this film is its cinematography and production design, which are good for the eyes to look at. Other than that, the lead actor and director makes you bored a hell lot as the minute passes by. The edit, which seems interesting at some points, takes a dip as each minute passes by, filled with the ideas of saving cinema and talking about the future of cinema. The film could not save itself from being a forgotten piece in the director's filmography. This movie's subplots have an interesting tale that could have been explored more compared to the lead character's life, and the supporting cast does a good job to hold the film till the end, which could have wrapped up its themes in under 1 hour. The next film is Here. It is a movie on a guy moving out of the city and in the process trying to create some lasting memories with his friends and the city itself. The director had an interesting plot in its hands that could have been a breezy watch, but the film goes on a roller coaster ride of ups and downs in its screenplay from the second act. The film builds up in its first act and you try to connect with the lead character's motivations and feelings of leaving the city and how he has missed so many beautiful parts of it, and the second lead is introduced and you believe that she could be the anchor to give a new perspective to his views towards life in general, and the connection that these two characters share was so organic and seamlessly blend into the story that it could have been the main focus of the director till the end of the film. But when the third act is reaching its climax, the film bores you so much that you are left with thinking that how even 82 minutes of the runtime feels so long, and how the director did not have any material to speak or show to the audience, and the film could have been easily cut down, and even then it would have conveyed the message and could have brought in more scenes with the two lead actors who are the only saving grace for this movie, as they did a really good job with the given material. This is a plot which you have seen before a lot of times, even with longer runtime and fly by easily. The movie had ample amount of scenes in the first half that showed the audience what the director wants to say, and it had the potential to go deep down into the lead character's relationship with the city and its people, but the director chose to go to the National Geographic route towards the second half. So these were the 8 movies. Which film are you excited to watch? Write down in the comments below. Please like and share this video with more people and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. You can watch other videos over here as well. So please subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you again in the next video. Till then, bye bye. See you. Take care.